Okay, hello friends. So, in this video, we'll discuss how business analytics can be used and how exactly penetration testing can help us in exploiting vulnerabilities and how a practical real guide can be helpful. So, the objective of this video is to help and explain or giving basic understanding about business analytics. Like there are many tools or many randomized techniques like randomized block design, latent square design, factorial design, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So using all of these things like survey methods, primary data survey methods and everything. So they are basically data collection sources. Like primary data can be collected from surveys and interviews, secondary data can be collected from different data like organization, or secondary data like government agencies. So all of these things can be used like to understand, gather and collect data. And we collect data because we generate insight from those. What is data? I don't need to explain. The data is a collection of facts actually in a processed way or in a particular way. The concept of data collection is not a new one, but the world has changed. There is far more data available today and it exists in various formats, and we can process it in many things. Data collection in many things like primary ways, secondary ways. And how data collection is useful in a business analytics, or what is like data science product life cycle is business requirement and data acquisition, data preparation, hypothesis modeling, evaluation, interpretation, and deployment. Then operations, optimization, applications for data science. Like how, and then comes a most important thing is like what are the four levels of business analyst: strategic management, analysis of business model, designing the process, analysis of technology. Strategic management is like strategic whereabout of a company is one of the most critical level, like in which state the company is. And list of business model, this level has to do with evaluating policies that are currently being employed by the company. Designing the process, like it is like an artist that creates his imagination, and business analyst should do. This step includes modeling the business process, which comes out to be designing and modeling of the business process, analysis of the technology. So, and once the designing and modeling of the business process done, then we use the technology to implement everything. System possibilities, like a business analyst may be considered one among those working in the software team, but their key responsibility is not what the team does. He has to ensure that he figures out what the project needs. Present, the company can be called the face of the business. Business analyst is responsible for putting the business in thoughts and goals in front of the stakeholders, presenting the details. A project being brings with itself hundreds of multiple or like various minute details that might be left unseen. A business analyst is the one who is responsible for elaborating the project with the tiniest of the loopholes or hidden secrets. Implementation of the project. After going through all the steps mentioned above, the next and most important role of business analyst is in agile is to implement whatever has been planned. Functional and non-functional requirements of a business. As an organization, the main goal is to receive and and product that is productive and gives the company a long range of revenue, or a long time. The role of business analyst in it is to in it is to take care of the business functional aspect, which includes the steps and ways to ensure the working of the project. Sideways, he is also supposed to take care of the non-functional aspect that comprise how the project is supposed to work, like managing the team and everything. Testing, the role of business analyst is way longer than expected. Once the project is when the product is prepared, the next step is to test it among the users to know its working capacity and quality. Decision making and problem solving, the responsibilities of business analyst range from developing the required documents to making decisions in the most stringent circumstances. Making the decisions is from developing the current documents to making the decisions in the most stringent ways circumstances. Job role of business analyst is to do it all. Like they say that the care is as essential as building something new. No matter how much human resources, energy, or finds you spend on a project, if the maintenance part is not taken care of properly or is neglected, it tends to spoil the entire hard work put across. Building a team, building everything, everyone is born with varied skill. As business analyst, the business analyst responsibility is to make the team with people processing with different skills required for the project. Presentation, documentation of the final project. After the business project is completed, the business analyst must document the details of the project and share the project findings with the client. In most cases, BA roles and responsibilities include preparing reports and presenting the result of the project to key stakeholders and clients. Discrete versus continuous data. Data has many types, as we like see that nominal data, ordinal data, examples. Nominal data can be like examples, hair color, whatever, something like that. Ordinal data is like which can be presented to Excel sheets. Nominal data is like whatever is like some information. And then comes qualitative versus quantitative. Qualitative data is like more like, again, nominal is like very similar to like qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative is like something which can be categorized. Quantitative is like the weight of person, or shoe size, temperature in a room. So again, if you go by types of data to qualitative has nominal and ordinal, and quantitative has discrete and continuous. What are the main responsibilities of a business analyst? So data scientist is what who performs data processing, and that involves data transformation as well as data cleaning. Some of the tools like which can data scientists can use are web scraping, data analytics, machine learning, reporting. Data engineer is a person who specializes in preparing data for the analytical usage, like developing a software in cloud infrastructure to facilitate real-time examples of data requires various development principles. Therefore, building an interface API is one of the job responsibilities. Some of the tools that are required by data engineers are Hadoop, Apache Spark, Kubernetes, Java, and Yarn. The responsibilities of a data engineers are like developing construction maintaining of the data architectures, connecting texting on large scale data platforms, handling error logs, ability to handle raw and unstructured data, ability to provide recommendations for data improvement, ensuring report insurance both the data architecture utilized by site data scientists and analysts. and development of data process for data modeling, mining, and data production. The following and the key skills to become a data engineer are knowledge of programming skills like Python and Java, some understanding like of how to process data like is SQL, Hadoop, and ETL packages, extract, transform, and load. He should possess knowledge about data warehouse and big data technologies like Hadoop, Hive, Spig, and Spark. Should possess is creative and out of the box thinking also. Data analyst is someone who is responsible to make decision on based on data. Data is actionable for taking actionable that affect the current scope of the company. The data engineer is responsible to developing the data developing the platform that those and data analyst and data scientist can work upon. And data scientist is responsible for unearthing future insights from existing data and helping companies to make data-driven decisions. So a data analyst has responsibilities like data analytics, perform analytics on data, using database query language to retrieve and manipulate information, perform data filtering, cleaning, and early stage transformation, communicating results with the team using the data visualization. In order to become a data analyst, we need to have the skills like Excel, Oracle, SQL, multiple mathematical skills, and ETL skills, position of problem solving, and provision communication of the problem, and should have a strong suite of analytical skills also. And the tools that went like Power BI, ThoughtSpot, RapidMiner, Tableau, Quill, QuickSense, Talent, and many more. Business analyst is someone use data to form business insights and recommend changes in the business and organization. Use data to form business insights and recommend changes in the business and other organization. Business analyst can identify issues in any part of the organization, including idea process, organization, and self development. Ultimately, they use financial models to support business decisions. Basically, they make decisions based on data, generate insights, and make decisions which impact, which create changes in business and other processes. Not just generating new opportunities, rather than implementing those end to end. Understanding business strategies, goals, and performance are available. Using financial models to support business decisions. Ultimately, using the data generated by data analyst, data engineer, data analyst, and business scientist, data scientist, and use those insights to make decisions which can impact company in a possible, which can which can generate processes or generate insights or improve company processes. They can have technical skills, analytical skills, communication, problem solving, and research skills. The responsibilities of business and analyzing the current business process. A company has identified areas of improvement, presenting ideas and finding in meetings, training and coaching staff members, creating initiative depending like trainings of the team members and everything, collaborating with users and stakeholders, working closely with senior management, partners, and clients, like understanding the company's direction, in which direction company is going, and then make important decisions like incremental improvements to make improve companies' profits and ultimately. Okay, then I'll just take a break and then continue with the other part.